I don't know what I'm doing. I guess I'll just start talking. What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the YouTube channel. Listen, you might have noticed things are a little bit different. You know, I might be looking a little bit taller, a little bit more lean, a little bit more mean, because I have accomplished something that I've been meaning to do for quite some time. I'm in Capcom Cup. I'm actually one of the final 32 players who will be participating in the finals this season for Capcom Cup. You can see all the players qualify for the Capcom Cup, and there I am. Babyface 2017 Brian F. They snagged this photo when I was competing in the top 8 for Combo Breaker 2017, my first CPT premiere ever. It's been a long time coming. And I'm here to break down exactly how that went down, match by match, moment by moment, to explain how I qualified for the hardest tournament in the world. So for my region, my CPT region, the Midwest, there's actually 2 qualifying events where I could have potentially made it into Capcom Cup. So for the first CPT Midwest event, I performed pretty well, you know, 2-0, 2-0, 2-0, 2-0, top 16, there I am, 2-0, top 8, we get into it, 3 over Just a Kid, and then 0-3 to RobTV in winners finals, 3-0 to Just a Kid in losers finals, and 0-3 to RobTV again in grand finals. I went entirely undefeated, except to RobTV, who went entirely undefeated. RobTV won CPT Midwest #1 without dropping a single match. And yeah, I had to hold that. And this was in June 19th, over half a year to get my run back to potentially see if I can qualify for Capcom Cup. It all led to North America Midwest #2. And for this event, you know, if you haven't noticed, I hadn't been streaming. I hadn't been doing anything really because I was preparing for this event. It actually meant a lot to me, to be honest. So I kind of did like a blackout on streaming. Haven't been posting YouTube videos. Haven't been streaming at all because I was trying to get ready for this event. And I think I prepared pretty well. The time came to play and we had our first pool match. I had to go up against Boomy. So I actually recorded some of these matches off stream. I believe I played Boomy like once before, but I was not too fussed about the matchup. It's just one of those sets where kind of everything is working. Yep. There we go. That slowdown. I couldn't even do the V-skill extension. I was actually trying to do the 2-bar combo here, but the game slowed to a crawl, and it actually ate my inputs. I was like, what the hell is going on? But still secured the 69 every time. And that's 2-0 over Boomy for round 1. Close that one out. Feeling good, feeling confident. You always want to have a good, solid first match. I think that helps shake off the nerves a little bit and gets the momentum going. However, the next match coming up, I was severely worried about. I was actually stressing this match, and that is the match against Kevin Malone Chili. I knew that I would be running into Spriggan, aka Kevin Malone Chili. If you watch the YouTube channel, you probably know about him because he's been the streak ender for me on many high win streak videos. So I saw Kevin Malone Chili was going to be in my pool, and I didn't take it lightly. I actually hit up Zaffarino, the East Coast Sagat King, and I said, listen, man, I got Kevin Malone Chili in my pool. I don't want to get smoked. So Zaffarino graciously ran a bunch of sets with me leading up to this. So during my downtime, my hibernation off stream, I was low-key grinding for this event, and it all came down to preparing for this set. So Spriggan is extremely solid. I know I can't sneak any jumps or nothing. I'm just going to have to abuse the anti-fireball tools, the dash punches. You see, that dash punch, it was kind of misspaced, but on a lot of characters that would have been safe, but not Sagat. When it was -6 and had more pushback, it was very abusable against Sagat, but because now the pushback is really bad, it's very difficult to use against Sagat. Oh, but I'm just rogging right now. I'm rogging. I forgot about this. Okay, sometimes you just ball rog them. Here, I go for a dash punch after this, and I notice I'm too close. I feel like standing light punch would have punished me there and killed me. So I decided to pop V-trigger and see, you know, how that goes down. And of course, he mashed out, and I was going to go to overhead there because if he was mashing a 4-frame jab, we would have traded. I might have killed him with the fancy trade combo. So I was really hoping that he'd be mashing jab, but he just mashed DP. So now I'm like, shit, I might actually lose my first game in the CPT 2021 season outside of Rob. Because I was entirely undefeated except for Rob. But I wasn't going to let it go down like that. I think he Mystic Smash. Appreciate that. Yeah, this was just a ROG round. And I'm desperate right now. but I know I have full bar, a V trigger, and a dream. Anything's possible. 20 seconds on the clock. I need to get in. He has no V bar, so I start going in with the Rekkas to push him to the corner. Oh, if I just extended that, he would have died. The V bar comes back. 8 seconds left. He threw a fireball right then. This was just pure coincidence that he happened to throw a fireball right at that moment with 3 seconds left. Somehow I pulled that one out of my ass. And then I remain undefeated to anyone besides RobTV for both Midwest 1 and Midwest 2. But that wasn't even the end of the pools for me. I still had winners finals of the pools to get into the top 16. I had one more match. And I was surprised when I saw who I had to play. I had to play GLB, playing Ryu. I was like, what? He still plays this game? GLB is, he's been one of the best Ryus for a while in Midwest. I used to play him back in Street Fighter 4 as well. And when I ran into him, I was like, what's going on? You play? It's definitely a Midwest bracket. He starts the round by playing solid footsies, catches me misspacing a big button, sweeps it, takes me back to Street Fighter 4. But this is Street Fighter 5 neutral. Things are different. Man, I don't know why. I guess he was trying to hold up forward there and get out. But man, the dash back shimmies were catching him good. Nope. Free anti-airs. Yeah, I normally don't play like that, right? Normally I would not go for that kind of a V-skull overhead reset, but I mean, I'm I'm feeling it right now. Yeah. Welcome back, GLB. It was good to see you. And there we go. Out of pools, undefeated so far. 2-0, 2-0, and 2-0. I make it into top 16. Now, this is where the heavy hitters are really coming in one by one. I was very concerned about one specific player who was going to be in my path. And I'm talking about, of course, Mags. He is the strongest birdie we have on the eastern half of North America. I'm not going to include Mena in that. So I was super concerned about this matchup. In fact, I was so concerned that I hit up Mena, and Mena was extremely helpful. I want to give a big shout out to Mena. Mena actually took the time to sit and play some sets with me. He hit me up on Discord. We chatted about it. We labbed some things out. I was debating between using V-Skill 1 and V-Skill 2. I decided to learn V-Skill 2 for this matchup, and I did not know how to play this matchup with V-Skill 2 at all. I'd never done it before. So I went to this match prepared because me and Mena ran a bunch of sets. You know, I labbed out all the interactions when I could charge V-Skill 2. He gave me a lot of feedback, a lot of advice. And then leading to the day of the tournament, he helped warm me up in the Mena and the Birdie matchup again. So before the top 16s and top 8s, they always ask you to provide a quote to talk about your first opponent in the bracket. So he had this to say about me: Brian is a good friend and training partner, so this should be a good match no matter the result. I'm dedicating this match to my son, 4-H Tim, trust in the do-rag. But for me, I owe a lot to Greg as well. So he was one of the first people to ever support my streaming journey by helping me get a capture card in 2015. Now he will reap what he sowed. And this is a true story. Back when I was in college, I used to stream Street Fighter 4 off my crappy student laptop at the lowest resolution possible for me to still see pixels on the screen. I would have Street Fighter 4 in one corner of the laptop screen, OBS in the other, and I was playing like horrible input lag and on a crappy laptop and streaming all from that. And Greg actually donated to me at that time when I had like 5 viewers to help me purchase a capture card so that I could switch over and stream from my Xbox 360. So if you're watching this here in the stream or on YouTube, it's a lot because of Greg. But now I had to beat his ass. Right away, the V-Skill starts paying off dividends. So definitely trying to sneak in the V-Skill charges. And without bar, he can't punish the activation. So I'll definitely try to practice all these interactions. No, V reversal. I went out of there. Meaty heavy kick. I'm happy he pressed a button there. I'm not sure why he did. So far so good. It's looking pretty clean, right? So far. Yep, hit him out of the air. Huge mistake here. EX Bullhead in V-Trigger 1 is -9 and punishable pretty much everywhere. I labbed this. I wrote this down. I took notes, but I am nervous. I backdash here because I'm stupid. But it matters not. I sneak in a dash, and then the spaghetti is on. I'm like, oh shit, we're both about to get shipped. I don't have V-reversal, so I just built V-reversal, which gives me another chance in life. He does this. This bullhead is -9. I can punish with sweep, EX straight, super, whatever right now. I can kill him right now. But because I'm in chip range and he is super, I thought he was about to super. I V-reversal right away. Then I'm like, oh shit, I could have killed the meterless and guaranteed the round right now, but it's spaghetti time. And I panicked and I V-reversal. Then I'm like, ah shit, but wait, I have super. So I V-reversal, knock him down, then meaty dash punch, activate super, steal the round away. It should have been a meterless comeback, and I should have gone into this round with full meter, but instead it became full spaghetti. Somehow I win that round and stay alive in this game. He gets this knockdown, and next command grab will kill me. I will die. So I'm holding up, and I'm like, oh crap, I guessed wrong. But I ain't going down without a fight. I backdash again. Same mix-up. I backdash V-skill. He still doesn't punish me for it one time. Stuck it in. Sniped him out of the air. He doesn't have meter, so I know he can't punish. And then I knew he wanted to go in to do the headbutt to V-trigger. Somehow, I still remained undefeated, besides against RobTV, in the bracket for CPT Midwest. I don't know how I didn't lose the game that set. Definitely the match I was concerned the most about leading into the top 8, and the one I prepared for the most. And it paid off. Even though it looked sloppy, it looked like spaghetti, there was some strategy behind all the mishaps. So once again, going into the top 8, I had to play a familiar face here. For top 8 last time, I had to play Just a Kid in the winter semifinals. And once again, for this bracket, I am playing Just a Kid in the winter semifinals. Leading up to this match, actually, Rob, who has been completely undefeated in all the CPT Midwest events, has the closest match he's had the entire time, where Joey actually wins not only 1, but 2 games on him, and actually pushes him to, I believe, last game, last round. I'm sitting here rooting for Joey because I'd much rather play against Joey in winners finals than Rob. So seeing that Joey took him down to the wire, I was like, let's fucking go, Joey. Like rooting for him so hard because Rob was looking, it was too free for Rob leading up to this point. But I think that back throw right there kind of sealed the deal for Joey. Mistiming the meaty throw and then being stuck in the corner against Karen when she has full resources. It's just so bad. So bad. And Rob stays clutch and takes that set. But now it's my turn to play against Just a Kid. And Just a Kid, if you don't know, I've watched him kind of grow up in the FGC. He's come a long way. I used to see him at his first locals ever. He used to just pick Rashid back in the day before he even played jury, and he would just hold up and do dive kick all day, and that's all he knew how to do. And I said, hey, don't do that. And that set him on the way to becoming one of the strongest players, not only in the Midwest, but in USA as a whole. I leave him there with my quote: David has come very far in his fighting game journey, and I'm proud of him. How to embody the fatherly role here. Meanwhile, David says, it's this song and dance again, so let me just teach this father some manners. Well, I think he had another thing coming. Leading into this tournament, I would play with dual Kevin almost every night. And I was playing between V-skills, and then I tried V-skill 2, and I was like, okay, this feels comfortable. It gives me more options in the neutral. And I also hit up JB, slid in his DMs. Hey man, what do you think Rog versus Rashid? And he said V-skill 2. You know, he gave me some advice. So I want to give JB a shout out for helping me mentally prepare for this matchup as well. And with all my practice, I used pretty much exclusively for a while V-skill 2 against dual Kevin. I thought it's time. Let's do V-skill 2 in this matchup as well.
Middle of that ring.
Yeah, David is holding on. He's getting rounds here and there, but I just, at this point, I still feel so confident. And I knew once I got one game, it would be much easier to get the second and third. So I'm really focused on trying to get this game. And there's the spaghetti, mash the back throw. Sometimes things just work out in your favor.
He's on the ground. Look at
Oh!
Funky interactions, but it's always better to be on the winning side of those funky interactions. And it kind of carried on in this fashion for the most part. He's just not ready for the V-skill 2. I feel like the V-skill 2 controls the neutral so strong. Spacing traps.
Puts him in the corner with the EX.
And since then, it's Just a Kid has not held that same spot that he was briefly threatening at the beginning of the game to take. And he, again, yeah, he just has preferred to do that most of the time.
And there it is. I knew that neutral jump was coming. I'd been waiting for that moment. I knew it was going to come eventually, and then I was just prepared for it and had the bar to extend it. That put him in guess for game situation pretty much. And once again, I had to kind of put my son down, eliminate him, or put him in the loser's bracket. But, you know, shout out to David again for the very consistent showing. Top 8 winner side had to fight me both times. But I'm still undefeated undefeated in the bracket. Still haven't dropped a game yet. However, this puts me into the winners finals against my demon at this point, RobTV. RobTV, who is currently already qualified for Capcom Cup. If he wins, whoever gets second qualifies for Capcom Cup. So I'm thinking, man, if I just beat Rob and get into grand finals winner side, all I have to do is cheer for Rob in losers. And then if he beats whoever's in losers, then that's it. I'm in. We go into the winners finals and things are looking good. They look pretty good, actually. So going into this match, getting the first round, I was like, okay, confidence boost. Here we go. Then I'm just kind of challenging a bunch, and I get the first game. I was like, oh crap, a game, finally.
3-0 last time.
It wasn't only 3-0 last time, it was 6-0 last time. So infinitely better in winners finals of CPT Midwest number 2. Then the second game begins, and it's over. I get washed quick.
There it is. And as fast as Brian's was, game number 1, game number 2 maybe even faster.
It was quick. I got washed. Game number 3. It was also quick. I get washed. Somehow I built something, but then just meaty sweep, whiffs the jump in. I was waiting for the block stun, gets a throw, and I'm like, crap, nah. Oh, now I'm starting to play bad. This set was falling apart. It's possible now that I landed an EX straight. It's very possible. But then he sneaks in the dash up below 4. 3-1 goes down to RobTV. Better than the last showing, but now I'm in losers finals of the bracket, and I think, damn, I need to win the next set. This basically establishes, now that I'm in losers finals, Rob is in winner side of grand finals. This cements it. The next set I play is going to determine if I get into Capcom Cup or not. Whoever shows up, if I win that set, I get into Capcom Cup. Fate is in my hands. So now I'm waiting to see who I am going to play in the losers finals, which is essentially the grand finals to me. So I have at this point 2 possible competitors, Dual Kevin or Joey. Joey, who we saw on the winner side, nearly beating Rob, taking him to match point, having an amazing set against Mags here, or Dual Kevin, who I mentioned earlier was my training partner throughout this whole ramp-up phase to this CPT event. So this set goes down to the absolute wire, and it's probably the most exciting set of the evening for me. 2-2 between these competitors. Whoever gets the next win will go up against me in the losers finals. Gets the drop kick, gets the knockdown. Oh my god. Oh, that's a nice whiff punish. He whiff punished the whiffed fierce with EX Peach. That move has actually a lot of recovery and a big hurt box. It's just, it covers so much space that it's actually hard for Rashid to whiff it. So the hard part is making it whiff. See, you can't jump at him, but that's a good trade for Joey. He'll take that trade because he swaps sides, gets out of the corner, gets a little bit of damage. But, you know, it's like a fair exchange between both of them. Oh, gets picked up. Shimmy. Dual Kevin confirms the shimmies for sure. Oh my god. Joey's in a bad spot. Ah, there it is. Pixel away for Kev. The medium kick. So after all this time, after the past 2 weeks of grinding with Dual Kevin, of course it comes down to the match between me and Dual Kevin, one final first of 3, to see who will get into Capcom Cup. Going into this, I knew what was at stake. I knew that this was the set. I just was doing my best to keep it cool, calm, collected. I knew that if I matched his pacing, played safe, played solid, took a 1 round at a time, it was possible. And in sets, we went back and forth a lot. We were extremely even in training sets. I knew it wouldn't be easy, but I knew if I can keep my composure more than him, I would take it. Oh my god. I cannot believe that actually worked. That's finally giving me the V-Skill 2 store to control the neutral, but then I run into the medium kick. Look at the corner carry. I just have to survive. And I know I just have to survive. Get the V-reversal, get anything, but I find the button. And look at this stun. I was doing so well, but fortunately, he just commits to a heavy button. Normally, Kevin actually makes a very conscious effort to visually confirm on a shimmy that you whiff the tech. So the fact that he did that when I didn't press anything and I blocked it out shows me that he's like a little nervous, in my opinion. I felt like he was like lacking a little bit of awareness, and I'm like, great, out of there. I lacked awareness there because I landed a meaty crush counter fierce with super stock, and I didn't confirm that. I could have killed him right there. And then even then, after I do the standing fierce punch, I didn't think to chip him. He has no V reversal. My brain is just all over the place right now. You can tell we're both nervous. And so look at the V meter. It's a pixel away from giving him a V meter. If he built that V meter from the block dash straight, he could have V reversaled out of here and punished me. Oh my god. And I was like, shit, sloppy. But I won. I'm playing less worse than him. Is that English? He's playing worse than me, and sometimes that's what matters. Big crush counter from Kevin. And I'm thinking here, I need to react to that. This is what got me into Capcom Cup. The fact that every single time he did random EX spinning mixer to frame trap me to keep me locked down in the corner to get more turns, I jumped out. This is what guaranteed my success. He burnt his bar, I escaped the corner, and I don't have to keep taking his pressure. Now we can go back to neutral. Okay, V reversal knockdown. I'm trying to save at least one bar, and I'm just slugging at this point. And then I'm like, okay, one game away. And I feel like he's nervous. I'm nervous too, but I feel like he's more nervous than me. And it's rare for me to feel like Dual Kevin is faltering. He's one of the most consistent players I've ever played with. You know, one of the most mentally strong players I've ever played with. And you know, he's a Marvel legend. For me to feel like I can tell he's sort of nervous, I'm like, whoa, like this is unusual. This is big. Like, and I feel confident because of that. Oh, I'm running that clock. Oh my god, the walk-up throw. That was so ballsy. That was so ballsy. And then I'm like, all right, Kevin has a slight life lead. And then I noticed he built enough space between him and the tornado where I could EX straight. There it is. Clutch defensive moment number 2. He had like full meter practically. He put me in the corner early on. Normally you lose this instantly. Me jumping that EX whirlwind saved the round. It was unwinnable otherwise. Steal the dash in. Oh my god. And then he gets the jump up dive kick, and I'm thinking just one more. And then he eats the stagger medium kick. You know, I think there's moments where you kind of envision how things would feel when you kind of reach those accomplishments. And I've kind of visualized how I would feel if I won a major, beat so-and-so player, qualified for Capcom Cup. And anytime I've kind of had an accomplishment, it never really stacked up to how I envisioned it would feel. I mean, it feels great to do well in a tournament and to achieve a goal. But for this one, I was feeling pretty steady emotionally during the bracket and during this set. But the moment it said KO, I instantly started crying. It instantly hit me. I didn't think it would. But at that moment, I was like, I fucking qualified for Capcom Cup. And then all the tension, all the hard work. I mean, this was years in the making. And I know I was here in my little room here all alone, but I immediately started crying because I knew that was it. Grand Finals awaited, but to me, it didn't matter. The Grand Finals was just for the money. I just wanted to qualify for Capcom Cup. And people might say, oh, it's online. Oh, Midwest didn't deserve 2 regions. Oh, you got in with the second place victory. And to that I say, I don't give a fuck. The opportunity presented itself, and luck is when preparation meets opportunity. And it just got me thinking, you know, this tournament made me realize that it's not a solo journey, right? Like, you kind of carry your own weight, but there's people along the way who will help you with that. And this event really kind of solidified that for me, because I asked for a lot of help from people, you know. I asked for help from Zafrino, from Mena, from JB, from others about the Karen matchup as well. And people took the time to offer me advice, to train with me, to discuss things. And, you know, normally I don't do that too often. And it just really made me realize, like, I don't think anyone does this alone. And I've been doing it alone too much for too long, I feel like. And it just made me really appreciate all the assistance and support people have given me over the years, including you guys watching here on Twitch or on YouTube. So the moment meant a lot to me. It really did. That said, I then had to shake it off and go into grand finals against this RobTV asshole. And I was like, crap. I was wiping tears out of my eyes. And I was like, I can't let this motherfucker beat me again 3-0. God damn it. And then he beat me this round. I was like, okay, wake the fuck up, Brian. Just get a game. This asshole, I don't want to go into no neutral filming and have him bust my balls again. But he beat me 3-1 again. But honestly, I didn't care. I didn't care at all. I just wanted to relax at that point. RobTV won both CPT Midwest events. First place for both of them. He is the final boss in Midwest. I got to give it up for now. But, you know, if I had to lose to somebody to get second place, I was happy it was Rob. And that's how I made it into Capcom Cup. I mean, it's missing the whole 10 years of practice and tournament grinding that went before this. But finally in the Cup, I'll be one of the 32 players competing for the prize. And I'm just thrilled to be a part of this journey with everybody. If you enjoyed the video, thanks for watching. Hope you made it all the way to the end. And if you enjoyed this kind of content, please be sure to subscribe. And thank you again to everybody for supporting me, this channel, this journey for so long. It really means the world to me. So thank you very much.